Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome. We're the food scientists. We just woke Amy up and we're
You're
ready to go.
you're excited this week, Danny. Is it because we're getting ready to record episode 137?
That is exactly why.
That's me.
And I am super excited because I get to hear myself twice. Thanks, Amy.
I swear I was on mute, but obviously it was not. This is what we don't record
Every week it's one of us. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's our first episode, right? It was episode 1. Is that what I just said?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. First time doing this.
Did I?
137.
So how did I do with your advice on making the start better, Brian?
You did great, Danny. Amy ruined it, but you did.
Yeah, I kind of like, oh, hey, there's noise coming out of my speakers.
And
it's not these guys.
Because we have some game day snacks here in honor of the new NFL season. There are new NFL. Well, I guess they aren't calling them NFL, but
No, they didn't pay the money.
yeah,
They're just game day
snacks. And
I
then
mean, it could be part cheesy.
it could be, but then we have new returning and international Oreos, and then we have an international snack called Wet Your Whistle.
We're going to wet our whistles today, Brian.
Yeah, well,
I Googled to see if that was a dirty phrase, and it's not. It's about
is
drinking.
that what Cardi B is talking about? Oh, okay.
Wetting your whistle is taking that first sip of a drink.
Yeah, I thought that's what Cardi B was talking about.
Maybe.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
Then you can whistle better. Because I can't whistle well right now.
That's probably best for the people listening in earbuds.
Well, yeah, I was going to say people probably aren't doing, but they could do that on YouTube.
I have earbuds.
I was thinking of the
It's in my
audio
ears.
But yeah, which audio folks, losers aren't hearing this part.
Audio folks aren't hearing this part either.
But somebody could be keeping it quiet. Anyways, who cares?
Yeah.
I have earbuds in, and it was whistling right in my ear. And in my world, it's all about me.
This is the Food Scientist Podcast. I'm your host, Amy Zajac. I'm here with Brian Pierce
Hello, everyone.
and Danny Sussman.
I had a feeling I would be second today, but hey, entire world, I'm so happy to see all of you. Happier than the other two, for sure.
Yeah, wow. I'm always happy to just know that people are with us here. I'm not looking at you because I'm not a creepo, but I don't know where Danny is, but you might want to look under the bed. I'm not sure.
Moving on.
Oh yeah,
We're
that's a box spring right up there.
Oh, goodness. We're going to switch things up just a little bit. We're going to do experiences, then news. Then we've got some game day chips, some Oreos, and then we're going to end by wetting one's whistle.
Yeah, an international snack.
Find out what that is.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I'm kind of terrified of the wet your whistle candies.
I'm worried it's durian. I don't know.
I'm going to say it can't be too bad, but those are always the famous last words, aren't they?
I did read the ingredients. I'll just say that.
Okay. Well, we'll find out later on.
Yeah, if you like Brian face, you might get some. I don't even know. You might not. But
Probably gonna. All right. Well, one thing that didn't give me Brian face this week is, last week we talked about the new Dairy Queen fall menu, which is exciting. Yeah, a lot. And there was something that I hadn't tried yet, so I went and got the the caramel apple pie blizzard.
Okay.
And Danny, you were on point there that it is so much better than the failed blizzard from 6 years ago. That was nasty.
Did you make it royal?
I didn't. I wanted to try it on its own.
Can you imagine it with more caramel?
I definitely feel like I will agree with you that adding caramel in the middle will make it pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine on its own, though.
I got bored. I got bored, but I did it as a flight. I had it with and without the royal treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I was sad when I had the not royal.
Oh, did you have the not royal first or the royal first?
I was two-fisting. I was going back and forth. I had them simultaneously.
Yep.
But I finished the royal first, and then I had like the not royal, and I was like, man, I wish I had just had more royal.
Yeah, are you going to ever want a plain blizzard again?
Yes.
Yeah,
because I'm going to go poor paying the extra $1.
I actually made 2 trips because the first time the Dairy Queen I went to didn't have it just yet. But they did still have the s'more blizzard. So I got one last s'more blizzard and enjoyed that.
Did you try making the s'more blizzard royal?
No, I just wanted to enjoy it one last time because I knew that it won't
and
be
you didn't want to find out that in your short time with it, you made it royal and made it even better and it was gone?
I needed to like have the bare basics there. But the apple pie, it's solid. I didn't get bored with it, but I was okay with it being done at the end.
What size did you get?
I got a medium.
Okay.
My standard. But it has a nice variety. It has nice apple pieces. It does have the like apple crisp pieces, few like pie pieces, but it's like Nilla wafers almost. So there's a nice variety of things in there, and then the caramel flavoring too. So
yeah,
I
enjoyed it with a ton of caramel. Make that royal.
Yeah.
With the caramel and the caramel apple pie, my friend.
It did come with a ton of whipped cream on it too, which was nice. But it is one that like once or twice a season at most will be fine.
I'm very curious to get your take on the royal version.
Yeah, that next trip that'll have to be it.
Yeah.
You know what?
I for the first time in weeks did not have a blizzard this week.
Neither did I.
Well, you haven't had a blizzard in weeks.
I had a blizzard.
She had a blizzard that lasted for weeks.
Yeah, I had a blizzard that lasted a few weeks.
And then you had a sign for blizzards without the actual blizzards.
At Weight Watchers.
Oh,
Weight
yes.
Watchers.
Yeah.
I had the whole display. Evil genius Dairy Queen marketers.
Anyways, yeah. Do you have any experiences, Amy?
I do. I have a couple of shared experiences, but one with Brian. We both had a whole bunch of free food. We had a free chicken dinner and $20 that we could use to take out. And I mean, nobody expects me to get the good stuff to take out, right? I got lasagna and chicken wings and beverages.
I mean, what you got, Amy, it was fine. Like you got
But Brian passed up all the cookies, all the donuts. These are baked, like they're there.
Were they fresh made or were they just like individually packaged?
Cookies, donuts, and mini donuts.
Were they fresh made or prepackaged?
Them cooking.
They were not prepackaged, but they were not fresh. And what I got instead was I got some coffee beverages. I got cheese curds, which is really what did it. So like the Wisconsin fried cheese curds instead of like old cookies or donuts. And Amy's like, I can't believe you're doing that. I'm like,
that's the correct choice.
Thank you.
No, that's the correct choice.
Mr. Snack Cake would get sugar salad guy would get something sugary.
Yeah, but if it's just like an okay cookie or like a great cheese curd, you can get a mediocre cookie anywhere. I mean, a mediocre cookie is always good. If now if he had left money on the table, that'd have been a whole other thing.
No, 20 to the cent.
That's okay.
We have a fight going on in our chat right now. A fight that I'm going to start.
Okay.
Because Lily, hey, surprise! She went to Dairy Queen this week, but she didn't like her royal blizzard. She didn't like the royal treatment.
In your defense, Brian, she had one with strawberry in it.
Well, let's see. She said she got a chocolate-covered strawberry royal with hot fudge. Now, I think that sounds good. Well,
I blame the strawberry. You know what? Yeah. I'm with it until the strawberry. I would guess that the strawberry is what ruined it, not the royal.
If you would get like a chocolate base with actual strawberries, because I think the chocolate-covered strawberries for that blizzard, it's a little different.
It's a little saucy.
Yeah.
Saucy sauce. Yeah, I blame the strawberries, not the royalty.
Okay, so I'm not going to fight them because that's an honest mistake. So like you learn, it's a life lesson. Take that with you, put it in your pocket, take it out when you need it, and the next time.
Yeah, the only fruit that you can put in a blizzard and be successful is the banana.
Well, no, strawberry worked really well with whichever one of the 50 blizzards I've had this month.
The cherry worked well in the one I had.
Oh, the Oreo fudge. The actual strawberries worked really well with that.
Huh. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure a way to get pineapple into one. We'll figure it out, and not be gross.
Yeah, my experience this week is also going to be a fight with Lily.
Should we just block her right now? I don't know.
Yeah, because she posted to our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm on her way to Dairy Queen, I think.
Yeah, to our Facebook page, a call for help because Taco Bell has been making for a while some menu changes, and they announced that the last of their menu changes are happening. And one of them is the menu changes is that they are getting rid of the Mexican pizza.
And a lot of people are not happy about that.
No, I did not know. I don't eat Taco Bell, and
I went and tried the Mexican pizza just because it's going away, and I think that's part of their dastardly evil plan, because it seemed like everyone in line in front of me was getting it in the drive.
Yeah, I mean, people are upset. There's like petitions out. On Lily's post, I asked, like, is this really a thing? Do people love it? People came out of the woodwork to be like, the Mexican pizza is my favorite thing. And what I got from their press release about it going away is that they're claiming, I love when people do this, is they make a decision and then they claim it was for environmental reasons. They're trying to leave a lighter footprint on the planet, and they said Mexican pizza packaging accounts for 7 million pounds of paperboard material a year.
It is a lot of box for a little bit of pizza, because it's like double layered the box.
So I went to get it because I wanted to see why all of these people were so mad. And it is. So it's a box in a box, right? It's like a crispy tortilla. One of the reasons it's beloved is you can make it vegetarian. You can make a lot of things at Taco Bell vegetarian, but this is really like made to be made vegetarian. So it's like the crispy round tortilla, a layer of beef and beans, which you could get rid of the beef, you still like, right? A second crispy tortilla thing, I don't know, more junk on top, melted cheese, sauce, more beans. Like a bunch of, I think there was lettuce on there. I have a picture of it. And then they cut it. So the packaging is they must put it in this little paper boat when they heat it. And then that boat goes into a larger, what looks like a pizza box. So there's a lot of packaging.
It's still small. It's not like a full-size pizza box.
No, it's the size of a tortilla. So I had it. Inches? Yeah, no, it's less than 12 inches. It's one corn tortilla or flour tortilla, like a taco tortilla.
So Danny, did you love it though?
I did have it.
No, did you love it?
Did I love it? No. But I realized what the problem is, and I will give some credit to it. It's a nice way to eat nachos, right? Like if you're going to have nachos on the go because you have the round crispy thing, right? And then some nacho toppings and another crispy tortilla chip. You know, it's cut into quarters. You have the melted cheese. That's good. I realized why I hated it. It's because I think refried beans are gross. And it's a lot of refried beans.
It is it's a good description to call it nacho-y. I remembered having the Mexican pizza many years. When I say many years ago, I mean like more than 10 years ago. So they may have changed
sober?
it since then. But it's not the way I remembered it. I did remember it being tostada-y because it's like made on the tostada shell. But I remembered also more pizza-y flavor with it. And this was just like tostada, like Danny said, tostada, beans and beef, tostada, cheese. It was just like 2 stacked tostadas. And I mean, it tastes fine.
Did you like it?
But you didn't love it. But you didn't love it though, Amy?
No, I didn't love it. Sorry, Lily.
And everybody else.
I had it. I loved it. I don't know.
If you put it in front of me, like if we were at a party, at a Taco Bell party, because those happen, right? I would eat it, but I don't.
I will say this. At first, I thought I wasn't going to finish it, but I did finish it. I think if I were, because I'm, if nothing else, a precious princess, if I could make it myself with like black beans and like, I feel like I could take the concept and then make it fancy and it would be good.
I want more cheese is one of the things I realized.
But like if I did like some chicken, like a good grilled chicken or like al pastor and some black beans and like cojita instead of the weird shredded stuff.
Daniel, you realize what you just said?
What?
You said you would like something from Taco Bell if it were fancy. You realize that Taco Bell is not
fancy.
Right. I'm saying I like Taco Bell had the good idea of assembling the pizza this way, but I don't trust Taco Bell to execute it.
I don't trust Taco Bell because they keep taking stuff away. I have not forgotten that they took away the caramel apple empanada.
That's one of the best things they had. That's one of the best things they had.
You know what else they're taking away? Pico de Gallo and replacing it with just tomatoes.
Yeah, so, times are tough, but we'll see.
They're also taking away shredded chicken.
They will bring other things in.
But they'll still have regular chicken, just not shredded.
Yeah.
Like the grilled, diced, whatever.
What else was... Yeah, I have one more Taco Bell thing that's weird. In their press release, when they announced that they were adding a few new things, that they were ditching the Mexican pizza, the Pico de Gallo, and the shredded chicken, they also had this. This is a very bizarre line to put in a press release. But it says, now I lost it. We want to reassure our fans that this is the final phase of our 2020 menu revamp. Wow, with just 3 months to go.
It's 2021's just around the corner.
Yeah. And next also
menu tacos.
Yeah, right. And also want to remind everyone that many of the menu items thought to be gone for good can still be ordered. So the quesarito and the 7-layer burrito are gone from the restaurant menu boards, but you can still order it in their mobile app or off the menu if you ask for it.
I'm telling you, mobile apps, you find out things using the mobile apps.
Right. The 7-layer burrito may be gone, but Taco Bell's menu is easy to customize. We encourage guests to play around on our mobile app or our website. You never know what fan favorites you can recreate. So if you're willing to do the work, you can still have it, but they're not putting it on the picture. Very weird, Taco Bell. Very weird.
Yeah, interesting. So we kind of blended into news there with
Let's go on with news.
Yeah. In other news this week, Danny fed me this item here.
I fed you? Yeah, it was like little bites. You ready?
Like a mama bird. You chewed it up and you spit it right in my mouth. And I didn't have to eat it.
Now that we're on Zoom, we could kind of do that if you just lean the right way.
Like, wait, it's backwards
then
though.
You just like catch. Yeah.
Okay. M&Ms, they are doing, everyone needs to do this. And we've been saying this forever. Variety packs. They're coming with one package that has multiple kinds of M&Ms in it. They're coming out with 2 different ones. One will have classic M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms, and peanut M&Ms. So good job there.
That seems like a good way for you to pick out all the peanut butter ones.
Yeah, I would. I'd eat the other ones next, but and then the other one's going to be all peanut M&M. So it's going to be the classic peanut M&M, dark chocolate peanut M&M, and white chocolate peanut M&M. Have they ever had that?
Yeah, those are out. You can buy those now.
Have I just repressed that?
I don't think we ever tried it because what's the point?
Right?
We've had white chocolate, some kind of nut M&Ms. I think we might have had them.
We had the Reese's.
No, we've had several.
Oh yeah, some of the other flavors.
M&Ms, and they're all kind of like I could eat candle wax.
Yeah. What's interesting is that this is being new to the U.S. I actually have in my stash. They've been doing that in Europe for a while. So this is the 2020 limited edition mix from Europe, which is the milk chocolate, the crunch, and the peanut all in a bag. So get rid of the crunch and put in peanut butter, and you have American.
And I'm just saying. Other companies, get on board. Little Debbie.
What would you put in your Debbie variety pack?
One of each.
And just like, it's kind of like, you can get the double-decker oatmeal pie. Would you just put a different cookie in the middle?
You could. You could do the oatmeal, like they have the caramel apple. You could like do a half and half so that you're getting a caramel apple oatmeal.
Yeah.
No. That's my thought.
Yeah.
What other news do we have this week?
Well, I have less exciting news. Well, if you recall, a little while back, I talked that Kellogg's was introducing new waffles, but they weren't labeling them Eggo, and they weren't making a big deal out of them. Like no news releases, nothing special on their site. Well, they're coming out with Eggo, so it's fully branded Eggo, with releases holiday frozen pancakes, gingerbread cookie flavor, and pumpkin pie flavor. And I thought it was interesting that the pancakes are getting the full Eggo treatment, but the waffles didn't.
Plus Eggo pancakes.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Them.
Yeah. Obviously, the waffles are more popular, but
right.
Yeah. Now here, I gotta ask you all something.
Sure. Ask me something.
So regular pancakes, I put syrup on them. I think most people do.
Right.
If I have chocolate chip pancakes, I don't, because I don't really need it. Like, it's sweet enough with the chocolate chips. Is that something? Am I alone on that one?
Depends on what it's filled with. Chocolate chips, maybe not as much. Maybe a little chocolate syrup, but some other fillings, like some of the nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip pancakes, actually whipped cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but not. I don't do syrup because that's like I don't need that.
And you know me, I love fruit. So the fruity pancakes, like blueberry pancakes, I would put maple syrup on. Or I have put maple syrup on.
Like banana pancakes, yes, because the bananas aren't sweet enough. Or like, whipped cream, I think, with that. Or maybe chocolate sauce with that, too. But
there's a place I like to go that has a corn pancake that's almost a savory pancake that tops it with cojita cheese, and that's super good in like a sweet and salty and cakey kind of way.
But my question, but I was leading to these new ones.
I thought the maple was the question.
No. I was going somewhere with it.
That's the question before the question.
Now.
You were wetting our whistle. Back to
the news item.
Yeah. So for the gingerbread and the pumpkin pie, what would you put on those? Would you put syrup or would you put something else?
Depends how they taste.
I feel like eventually it's going to be my bile because it sounds gross.
You would stick your bile on it and eat it.
I mean, no, I think that's how it's going to end up. It's going to start with whatever, but end up just like, no. I don't love gingerbread.
And you don't like pumpkin pie either?
No.
Gingerbread, yeah, that could be interesting either way, like good or bad.
I feel like that's interesting in the Minnesota way. I mean, I like a decent ginger snap, but like one.
And is the pumpkin pie one, we've had this discussion, really going to taste like pumpkin pie, or is it just like cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff in it?
It's going to taste like everything else that tastes like pumpkin pie.
I mean, it better, because otherwise if it just tastes like a gourd, I don't want a gourd pancake. I don't want a gourd cake.
Yeah, I like pumpkin pie, gourd pie. I don't know about a pancake.
I'm going to move on before we get gored like they do by the bulls. Just bloodied.
What are you moving on to?
What's next, Toast?
Oh, you don't have more news. Okay.
I mean, I have more news. Do you want me to talk about more news? I'll just make stuff. I always have news.
No, that's cool.
Pickle Rick has friends. Pickle Rick Pringles has friends. The Rick and Morty Pringles. We've had Pickle Rick Pringles. There's new ones coming. Honey Mustard Morty and Look at Me, I'm Cheddar and Sour Cream. That's going to be the second and third from the Rick and Morty Pringles line. There's news.
Danny, do you know that enough to like get those references? I don't. I like Pickle Rick. I knew, but
I didn't even know Pickle Rick. I had to Google it.
Okay, so that's probably something that goes along with an episode,
or not.
Yeah.
You ready for game day?
Yeah, we have game day snacks.
Amy's ready. She's got her Lions gear.
7-layer dipped cheese curls, and then we have Tailgate taco potato chips.
Now,
I'm going to ask this question. Can you name the 7 layers of dip?
We've done this before, and I
know. I'm going to ask again to see if anyone's done their homework. Can you name all 7 layers?
Is one of them bile?
Maybe. We'll find out in a second.
Let's see. I might even know this, and I don't even like it. It's sour cream.
Sour cream, tomatoes.
Olives,
cheese, lettuce, onion.
Bile.
Yeah, and bile.
All right. Now the chips that we had before, I don't remember who made those, but the chips they
were Pringles. They were from Pringles. Okay. They were the 7-Eleven exclusive.
These don't smell good.
Wait.
Before we eat this, because I'm nervous about this, do you prefer the cheese puff or the cheese crunch in your cheese? Like Cheetos, you generally see as the crunch. You don't see the puff. I feel like the puff is underappreciated.
The people who like the puff love the puff.
I think most people actually love the puff, but they just don't have access to them. That's why cheese balls are so popular.
And the puff is Planters. That's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd make me choose between.
You just have both.
Yeah.
You know what I would buy? Cheetos. Hey, Cheetos. How about that mix? Puff and regular.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, we forgot jalapeno for a layer. A bit of Brian face.
I can taste the bile.
This is like someone took a good Cheeto and like just sprinkled the spice cabinet on it. They're like, you know what a Cheeto needs is a cumin and cayenne.
Oh, we forgot avocado. I'm looking at the picture now.
Yeah, the sour cream is really popping in this one.
Yeah.
You know what? This is like making me so conflicted because I don't like the taste, but I love the cheese puffs. Like I love puffy cheese rolls, and I never get them.
Does
it make you wish you were eating packing peanuts?
Kind of addicting, even though it's not great.
No, that's not addicting one bit.
Because it's the texture of the puff. You're like, I love puffs. I can't stop. And you're like, but.
No, I can stop after one.
You let it really sit on your tongue and melt in.
It's all the
more of the flavors.
All the wonder of the puff with all the benefits of the Brian face.
Now, the Tailgate taco chips, do these have anything special, or is it just like classic taco?
It's your classic yellow shell taco.
Yellow, okay. We're using the technical terms here, I guess, today.
I am using the technical term. I think Amy's face just got lost in the bag for the YouTube people.
All right.
Here we go.
This could be good.
Hers, these are both from Hers, and they make good chips, but also have a lot of flavors.
These are good. Maybe. How's that aftertaste? I don't know.
It's getting spicy.
Hey, I can handle my spice.
Oh, our little Brian's all grown up. Little snack cake's gone big.
Yeah, bring on those jelly beans again from a few weeks ago.
Are you not Norwegian bland boy?
Okay, it's a little spicy, actually.
She's like, I'm tough. And then you realize that he's tough like a 5-year-old getting a tetanus shot. Like, I can do this. I can do this.
I'm like a marshmallow that's been burned in the fire.
Oh. So like you're delicious?
On the outside because life has made me that way. But inside I'm a mess.
I feel like the cheese puff's better.
I feel like that's a metaphor for your entire life, Brian.
Oh. So you know how tough and crusty I am.
So what if we had a 7-layer taco dip? If you take the chip and put the cheese puff.
Oh.
That's not happening. I do like these chips, though. They do taste a lot like taco meat. And that could be a dangerous thing. But they made it work.
You should try this, Brian.
You just want to see me get all crusty again.
Danny's nodding.
No, he wasn't looking at the camera he wasn't looking at the screen when I nodded. Don't warn him, Amy.
I was letting our listeners know.
So I'm making a sandwich. Is that what's going on here?
Yep.
He's got 2 chips and 1 cheese puff. I kind of like that. It just gets a little spicy.
Yeah, it made it a lot spicier.
Mm-hmm.
That's like half Brian face. Oh, there we go. That's a little better.
It's definitely 7-layer taco dip. Oh. I would recommend that for your friend who likes 7-layer taco dip and spicy snacks. I would not recommend it for your friend who likes bland Norwegian foods.
Like Brian.
No,
I mean, I would recommend it. I would recommend it. It's a pretty good prank, but I wouldn't recommend it as a friend.
You know what, Brian? You know what this means? We can move on to Oreos. Because you love lemon.
Because 2 of them are citrus. These are super international, right? Tell us what we've got, Amy.
The U.S. Lemon Oreos.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back is a reminder about carrot cake Oreos, which were surprisingly good. And then we have international lemon Oreos, which have green filling.
From Mexico. And so the American lemon Oreos have the golden Oreo cookie. The Mexican Sabor a Pie de Limon.
Ooh.
Now,
those have the chocolate cookie.
Now, I'm fairly fluent in Spanish, and I meant to look this up, but P-A-Y, that's a word that I'm not familiar with.
Pie de limon.
Pie, it's not even like, it's not spelled the way that any word wouldn't typically be smelled. Is it lemon rind? Is that what we're eating? Lemon rind?
It almost seems like almost like key lime.
Sometimes limon type stuff means lime instead of lemon.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, is it like key lime versus lemon?
You know what? Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
And then we have the maple cream, which is pseudo-Canadian.
Yes, the return.
And some of us love maple cream cookies.
I love maple cream cookies. I remember when we had the Canadian ones and Brian was disappointed and I almost canceled this whole thing.
I know. I love those Canadian maple cream cookies. I miss those.
Oh, I have a source. We'll do those soon.
Oh.
Yeah. When I go back to Detroit, I'll be able to get them.
They're here, Amy. They're in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Hey, remember when I said I could handle spice? Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, let's see how you handle citrus.
That I alluded to earlier.
So, of course, the U.S. cookie has a lot more filling. As we know, the limited edition is almost double stuff.
Yeah, and this isn't even a limited edition, but it has limited edition cream, but lemon.
And the Mexican one, as international ones often are not as...
very little cream.
Very little cream, even compared to regular Oreos. And one's, as Danny already said, the golden cookie, one's brown chocolate.
So what are we starting with?
Start with the lemon, just, the more traditional
American lemon.
Strangely, the chocolate one smells more lemony.
Why? Why do people want this?
In its defense, it's not very lemony. It's more creamy than lemony.
Yeah, it's not a very strong lemon flavor.
But it's definitely lemon.
In its defense, it tastes like Pledge.
No.
I mean,
a
little less alcohol.
I could clean the table with
How often do you drink Pledge?
Well,
I mean, how often is he worried about, infections and he needs to just clean up?
Mm-hmm. So Clorox, low Pledge, and you're set for the weekend. Come what may, All right, the ones from Mexico.
It looks more yellow when you separate them.
I think it's more lemony.
The citrus really hits you in this one.
Now, do you think that's because it's a chocolate cookie and it offsets the flavor more?
I don't know.
I think it's actually more citrusy because before I bit into them, the Mexican one smelled stronger of citrus.
And I had just the cream.
The chocolate.
The cream is a really interesting cream.
The international cream is definitely different from what we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I didn't find it's a little citrusy, but not as lemony as I would have thought. It's like an Oreo with a twist. It's kind of like, when you go to a place and they put a little bit of lemon in the water, enough for you to notice where you're like, oh, this isn't straight tap. It's just got a little tinge of lemon.
More Meyer lemon than sour lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Danny, you said that perfectly. The lemon in lemon water is what this tastes like.
Mm-hmm. And then our old friend Maple Cream we have, too.
I think I liked these in the past.
Yeah, I think if I remember right.
Didn't they taste like pancakes?
Oh, that smells so good. Yeah, it smells like pancakes with syrup.
Oh, yeah, and there are two...
There's two patties.
Two patties mushed together.
Yeah, that's good. Better than you would think.
It's a lot. It's kind of the boldest flavor of all of them. It's very. If I was a sommelier, I would say it's very maple forward.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to what I was saying with the pancake, the chocolate chip pancakes. I don't need syrup on them because it's sweet enough. I don't think they need the chocolate cookie with these because it has enough flavor on its own.
But then is it an Oreo?
And as much as I like maple and as much as I like chocolate, I don't know that that's a good mix.
Yeah, I don't think they would need that. So I think that they went right here.
This is where I go to that question. Like I said, is this a good cookie or is it a good Oreo?
Yeah, I mean, Oreo is really expanding their brand with cookies. So, I mean, Oreo, to me, the classic Oreo means it has to be dunked in milk and be just as good or better. I don't think this would stand that test.
So there's 3 of these.
Oh, I think the maple would be good in milk.
But there's 3 of them.
Yes, there
So
are.
should we play our game? What game do we play, Brian?
Is it LMNOP?
No, that's 4.
LMK?
Oh, FMK.
FMK.
The frolic with, marry, kill. So
I know this.
I'm going to
I think
frolic with one of these, marry one of them, and kill one of them.
I'm going to do this before I change my mind because I
Okay.
think I'm already about to.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be controversial. I'm killing the maple.
I'm shocked.
I love maple. This wasn't an Oreo. It was too much maple. There's a reason it only comes around once a year. I like it. I'll tell you what, if I had a whole package of them, I would plow through the whole package. But I don't think I would want another package of them. Like, I think the fact that they only come around once a year is kind of justified.
Mm-hmm. It's like what I was saying with the caramel apple pie blizzard. Like, I don't need that year round. But bring it back once a year, I'm in.
And you know what? I don't want to marry someone who only comes around once a year. I don't want to frolic with somebody.
Like Santa?
Right. Yeah. I don't want to marry Santa.
Oh, yeah, you're Jewish too, so that'd be awkward.
Yeah. I also don't want to frolic with Santa.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I saw Mommy kissing him. Oh. And so, like, it's... No. That's the only reason. Like, really? You and Mom and now you and me? No. So, with that, I am going to frolic with the American lemon.
Oh, my.
Yeah. It is. It's kind of like Pledge. It's a strong lemon. It's a strong lemon, but, maybe it's a little sour, but it's also pretty sweet. It's, we can have a thing.
It's making you think of when you're working late in the office and the cleaning lady comes around and she has the lemon scented things and she's a little sour, but also kind of sweet.
I've never had a thing for the cleaner. I swear. Oh my gosh. She does so nice as she takes my trash and leaves me extra bags, but I don't have a thing for her. It's not a thing. I wouldn't do that, but yes, frolic. And then I'm going to marry Sabor a Pie de Limon. Because it's very much like the Twinkie. Not the Twinkie, the Oreo. I have Twinkies on the break for me. It's very much like the original. With the better foreign cream and a little bit of a twist. Right? It's not just like all the other Oreos. It's like all the other Oreos with like a little bit better just for me. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to marry that.
Yeah, I get you on that one. I'm feeling you on that one because I'm also going to frolic with the Mexican lemon.
I married. You're frolicking with my...
Okay. Well, I'm going to be a little hussy then about it. But with what you're saying, like I'm going to frolic for the same reasons.
Okay.
It's like a spring break trip where you like, ooh, you like back home, like this would just be like, I don't think so. I'm a pass. But like on vacation, when it's like now or never.
Right. You're in Puerto Vallarta and...
Yeah.
Things happen.
Like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Like this is good for now. Like it's like, don't stalk me on social media afterwards. But
right.
Yeah.
When I get home, I'm blocking you, but for today.
Yeah. Yep. So now we're good. You might leave a little bad taste in my mouth, but that's, for me to deal with. I am going to kill the lemon because I don't want to actually take cleaning products and eat them. That's just me. I know. That means I'm going to marry the maple. It's the sweetest one, so we'd be a good match.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to surprise myself, and I'm not going to marry the maple. I thought I would because I love maple, but it is the sweetest one, and that's a lot of sugar, and that can turn into a bad thing after a while. It's bad for my health. So, but I am going to frolic with it because it's a lot of fun and I love it. And it just not something I should have long term.
Yeah. So long term, it might be toxic, but for now, like, A little dabble, do you?
And I'm going to marry the Mexican one. It's just good. I mean, I just really liked it. The lemon with the chocolate is a good mix. And the chocolate strangely kind of makes it just a little less sweet. And, well, I mean, it's not maple anyway. It's lemon, the citrus too. Not too much filling, so a good crunchy. It's just good. Means I'm killing the U.S. lemon ones, which I actually still enjoy, but not as much as the others, so it's got to go.
You can enjoy murdering them.
Yes, I can enjoy murdering them.
I will say, this is a rare one where, like, none of these were bad. These were all good. I think none of them were bad. Amy, do you think any of them were bad?
No.
No.
The lemon was pretty close to being, it was like a lemon bar to me, which like, okay, give it to me, force it upon me, I'll eat it. I won't put up a fight, but I'm not going to choose to do it.
Brian, they're on the office table, on the food table in the office. Do you take one?
Yeah.
When you walk by?
Yeah.
They're good. That means it's good.
Free food, two of the best foods out there.
Yeah, you'd eat them. If it was durian, would you eat it?
No.
No, exactly. That's my point. It's good.
If it were durian, whoever brought it would be fired by HR because the whole joint would be stinking.
Statistically, that's most likely to be you.
Such a low bar.
That is, I did leave durian snacks in the HR office before a holiday weekend once.
Yeah, see? Statistically, it's most likely to be you.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't stay in my house at all. It goes away so fast. Speaking of durian, well, this is probably not durian. I hope.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I thought we were done. I was like, this wasn't too bad.
Danny found these things that say "Wet One's Whistle."
Wet One's Whistle candy, and then there's other stuff on the packaging that I can only assume that the manufacturers of Wet One's Whistle candy went to Google Translate, got a translation. And then didn't really have familiarity with an English keyboard and picked the wrong letters.
I think they just typed too fast as well. Like they weren't really careful about what was
certainly did not have a proofreader. But we have Wet One's Whistles candies from China, and now we will collectively wet our whistles.
And do I get to know the flavor before I put this in my mouth?
I only have a guess as to what it's going to be.
Okay.
We can say the package definitely promises that you will like it.
Very white. The package makes it look green.
Okay, I'm getting mint first of all. Like, wow, like menthol.
The package says, I'll translate this the best I can. How delicious, cannot forget. Special taste, return the true flavor, give you the memorable feeling.
Am I smoking a cigarette right now?
I feel like I'm eating Vicks Vapor Rub.
It's definitely a thing, you know, kind of like that first drink. It also says on the package, when you try it in the first, you will feel it's specious. I think special is what they mean. When you try it more times, you will like it more and more. Then you will find out that you love the delicious flavor, basically.
It's like sucrets.
Or like a Halls.
And it even says throat soothing.
Yeah, this isn't candy. I think you got us throat lozenges.
It's wetting your whistle. Wetting your whistle is lubricating your throat.
And it does say candies on the bag. I mean, I will give them that.
It's candy. Is your whistle wet?
You know, we're at what, episode 137. You were going to lube us up one of these times, I guess. We've run out.
Your whistle has been wet.
It still tastes like I'm eating Vicks Vapor Rub.
It does feel good on my throat.
It is sweeter though than a cough drop. So like I think it is candy. I think it's like a cough drop candy.
Like if menthol Vapor Rub mix was candy.
I definitely like if I was gonna go and like, I'd say this: if I was a politician and I was gonna give a stump speech, I might wet my whistle with one of these before going out, because it definitely like wakes you up a little bit. It feels good on your throat.
I would have an Altoid. Very minty.
You know, before all of us have performed on stage at one time or another, right? It's not unusual to have a mint beforehand.
But this isn't minty.
This is a little bit minty, and the menthol kind of opens you up a little bit, and you can breathe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. In Minnesota, the weather has been all over the place, so like that's not a bad thing.
No.
But like,
I'm not going to say that I would snack on this, but I would definitely keep them at my desk.
But I don't think it's really like. I don't think it has the same effects as like a cough drop. I don't think it's that strong.
It's no fisherman's friend, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it's like eating a cough drop, but without the benefits, just for fun.
Like if you had Sucrets without medicine.
I've never smoked, but I kind of do wonder if it's like it gives you a little bit of the joy of a menthol cigarette.
Same. That's exactly what I was saying. I do not know either, but I feel like I'm smoking a cigarette right now. Like it's out of my mouth and like I puffed.
Would you have another one?
I mean, they're not bad.
No. They're just weird.
It's something where it's like, I just want a little something to change the flavor in my mouth.
Yeah.
This will do the trick.
I feel like a koala. I've just got that little bit of eucalyptus.
Yeah.
Also, koalas have like just terrible venereal diseases.
What? That really? What? No.
Look it up. Look it up.
I know it's true, but it has nothing to do with this podcast.
I'm just saying I felt a little bit like a koala because of the menthol and the eucalyptus.
Oh,
but then I realized that's
sharing
medical
history.
But then, like, that would be the downside of feeling like a koala, is I'd also be very itchy. It would burn. So maybe I don't feel like a koala.
Bamboo.
On that note, thanks for listening, everybody.
Notice how he wants to cut it off after he goes off the deep end. But yes, thanks for listening, everybody.
Hey, but we should say international sex that we have. If you have any international markets in your area, they might be there and you might not be aware of that. Since this podcast, I've been made aware of several more not that far from me. So look around and you can probably find the Wet Your Whistle or the Mexican Oreos or probably Durian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening,
everyone. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Have a great bye. It's syphilis that they have, right?
They got something. A lot of animal, like a lot of the animal kingdom, like they just need the free clinic.
Yeah.
So if Lily is still here, she didn't go to Dairy Queen. Like
chlamydia.
She's mad at both of you now, so she's probably unsubscribed and is gone.
She was a good fan while she lasted.
It's bad. It's just more of a nacho than a pizza.
It was okay.
I wanted more cheese.
But hey, we should say social media. We are on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We've actually had a lot of fun posts this week in our Facebook group. So look for that and join. We're on Instagram. We have a lot of pictures of stuff from the show. So make sure you check us out. Or we're on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't. But we have a Twitter page, I guess.
Lily, go to DQ. Get yourself the caramel apple pie royal with caramel. You'll forgive us.
Or go get a maple Oreo.
Crush the maple Oreos in the Royal Blizzard.
If you go to McDonald's, they have a Chips Ahoy McFlurry now. Ooh. I'm a bad influence. Yeah, if you just figured out I'm a bad influence now, Lily, ask.
I was vegan until I met him.
I've hung out with these two for a long time, so yeah. There's a lot of bad things that I do.
Ooh, burn.
I am bad influence on a lot of people. It happens.
Okay.
That is our show for this week. So thank you so much for checking us out. If you haven't subscribed or given the thumbs up, please consider doing so. Ring that dinner bell so you will know next time we go live.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great week, everyone.
I was actually ready with the end button that time.